the house. The one they talking about, word of mouth. The boxing PlayHouse, without a doubt. All the latest and greatest boxing news, that's what it's all about.
What's up? This is Sakura A and Emilio Santana, baby. And this week, it is a fight week. It's Canelo versus Plant. Tell me what you got, who you got, how you got them going and winning and taking the W. I needs to know it all, baby. And this is After Dark series. But tonight, it's also Ladies' Night.
Ladies' Night.
And we have the sensational beauty and skilled The Bomb in the house. That's right, Alycia Baumgardner is joining us. And it's going to be amazing. I personally cannot wait. How about you?
Can't wait.
And this time, she's finally getting what she's been calling people out for so many times. You know what I'm talking about?
Says that world title.
That's right. She's been calling out people like Mcclellan Mayers, and now she's calling out Terri Harper. And guess what?
What's that?
Terri Harper agreed. That's why the Zone is having this World Champion Unified titles bout on November the 13th. So I personally cannot wait to see this fight. Yes.
1 week away. Yo, I can't wait.
The hype is there. The hype is there. What's up, Jason? We see you in the house tonight. How are you doing? Let us know how you got these predictions. I remember the other night you were thinking that it was going to be Canelo. Are you still thinking that, Jason? I mean, I had to take up for my man Caleb Plant because the rest of everyone else is just dismissing him and his skills and the way he was brought up. I mean, this ain't your average white guy that's, been handed everything on a silver spoon or whatever, or came from a middle-class family. No. Caleb Plant came from the bottom all the way up to the top to where he's at today. And he earned his title. So I don't know why everybody is just dismissing him so freely and welcomely. So I'm going to need for somebody to explain to me what's the deal with that. Let's see what Jason is trying to tell me about it, as a matter of fact. Let's see. Let's put this up here. What is he saying? Talk to me. What is he saying to us?
He said, I saw her fight at USF. Great fighter.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah,
Alycia
definitely
is very skilled, very talented, and she has natural abilities. That's a gift from God. So, I give her all the kudos. And then, she had a contract that they gave her to be on Vogue.
Wow.
I mean, a Vogue magazine cover.
Look right there.
Yes, I'm so excited. I can't even sit still tonight. I mean, this is just totally amazing to me. So I agree with you, Jason. And then what does he say about Canelo?
Canelo, he said that there's different levels to this game. Most definitely different levels.
You're absolutely right. And we ain't seen Canelo at that level in a couple of fights with his fluff buckets. I'm not having it. We're talking about different levels, and he may just be that different level, but damn it, I've been waiting to see his levels for a couple of fights now, and I think it's about time. I was so shocked when this Caleb Plant fight was actually made, because I know he is not tailored to what Canelo likes. Canelo likes people to stand in front of him. He wants people that's going to engage. He wants to be able to push him back. I mean, he ain't with really the boxers that cause him the most problems.
Right.
Do you want to tell me who those were?
Definitely Floyd Mayweather and Erislandy Lara, two slick boxers that had good foot movement.
Yeah.
High IQ in the ring. So those were the type of fighters that gave Canelo problems in the past, and we've noticed that Canelo seems like he tended to stay away from that type of style. We've been watching him fight guys that's right in front of him, guys that don't really move.
Right.
Guys that the hand speed ain't really on Canelo's, level. So this is, Billy Joe Saunders was probably the closest thing. He was kind of slick. He did pretty well in the last fight. But Caleb Plant is a natural super middleweight. He's slick. I believe he's gonna give Canelo. He's gonna give him some problems in this fight here. I don't know if he's gonna pull it out, but I think he's gonna make it interesting.
Okay. I mean, yes, I agree. Lara was like, somebody that I felt beat Canelo. I think he had problems with Trout. These are boxers that are on the move. Amir Khan, Amir Khan was landing some good stuff on him in the beginning because he's very quick.
I almost forgot about that Amir Khan. If he had a chin, he could have really might have exploited some more things. Khan was doing good until he got caught.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I mean,
forgot about Khan.
And we have to remember that he's really a welterweight. He is not what we call what was it like? That was like a catch weight fight, I believe. It was something like a how can I say it? It's like a I think they were fighting at super welterweight at that time. Well, he was fighting at 154 for quite a long time.
Right. That definitely ain't the way for no Amir Khan.
Right.
But yeah, definitely somebody with some good foot movement, some boxing skills and hand speed. I think it's gonna really be more challenging for Canelo. And like we said, Plant is a natural 168 pounder. He's tall, he's rangy, he's got some good guys in his ear. You got Andre Ward. I'm hearing Floyd Mayweather's in his ear giving him pointers. So I think Caleb Plant going to make things very interesting. I wouldn't be surprised if he pulled an upset.
Right.
The man, everybody, he got the cards stacked against him. But if he fight a smart fight and stay on the outside and use his speed, his jab, and fight smart and don't get caught in no engagements, and stay away from them Canelo body punches, I think Plant could make it very interesting Saturday night.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I'm thinking that this is going to be a highly competitive fight, more so than a lot of people are thinking. And I don't know why people, like I'm saying before, just like, when people bring up Floyd, I do kind of like back off that one because I feel like he was still young and, still a kid and everything. And, he was learning on the job really with Floyd. And I think he did, he was able to take advantage of that situation. That's what I think. What do you think?
Yeah, that was a learning experience for Canelo. He was young at the time when he fought Floyd. And, Floyd, that wasn't the best Floyd either. Floyd was on his way out. He was like maybe 37, 38 when he fought Canelo. So,
right.
No, that wasn't the best Floyd we've seen either. So,
yeah, I mean, I agree, but I'm just saying people try to use that against Canelo, and I don't think that's the right fight to use against him. That's all I'm saying. I feel like you could start with the Lara fight, Trout, Amir Khan with the fast hands, but he just wasn't in his weight class.
Right.
So I think he had problems with that, with those type of people. Now, let's go ahead. We got Alycia in the house. She's ready to come on and talk to us for a few minutes about her upcoming bout. November 13th, baby.
Ooh.
That's going to be like amazing because this is like what she's been wanting for a very long time.
This is on DAZN?
Yes, DAZN is stepping up to the plate and putting these ladies on the showcase, in the ring with the lights. They doing it right.
Yo, I can't wait.
Exactly. Let's go ahead and get Alycia the Baumgardner on here with us tonight. I can't wait to see her.
Hello, hello.
Hi, what's up?
What's going on? Not much.
Great. We've been seeing you working out, and we see you're very focused about this Terri Harper situation. My only question as far as her would be, were you surprised that she took the fight?
She had no choice but to take the fight. So I'm just going to say that.
Oh, okay. I mean, you've been having problems getting matches when you're in top shape. Right. The last time I spoke to you, it was Michaela Mayers that had off camp. I don't want to say her specifically, but her camp that had offered you a fight, but it was in a very, very bad time period for your training as far as was concerned. So I mean, did she claimed she was going to give you the fight? In a tweet, she's like, "Oh, we're gonna make sure you ready this time." You know what I'm saying? Trying to throw some shade at you. So, did you ever get that call?
You know, thinking about it now, Michaela is beneath me. So we pushed her out. We pushed her out the way. We got Terri Harper. That's the girl that we want. She got the WBC belt. That's what we want. So Michaela. It's just funny because how everything worked out. We don't need you, Michaela. Like, I got the big dog where I want her. So, you know, whatever with her. But yeah.
Well, that is very funny. I mean, and you also had some recent beef with Tiara Brown. I don't know. I kind of missed a part of it. I caught the tail end of the beef. So can you fill us in a little bit on what Tiara was speaking on?
Yeah, she made a video. I had followed her and she made a video talking about like, oh, no girls want to fight me at 130. Like, first of all, nobody is scared of Tiara Brown. And two, I just commented on the video and was just like, you know, I think otherwise, you know, I'm just saying what it is. You know, she kind of took offense to, and I get it. But at the same time, it's just like, I'm just putting it out there who the top dog is at 130, and that's me. And so anybody who's saying that no fights are being made or no one wants to accept a fight, that's a lie, because I've accepted any fight with any offer that was given to me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I just had to put that out there.
Now we're going to talk a little bit about the state of boxing and how amazing it is that DAZN and Eddie Hearns has put together this card and made it so that you guys would be showcased on that card. You know, when did you get the call from Hearns and his people trying to see about actually distributing this boxing match?
Yeah, so for a while, I had been messaging Eddie Hearn, just telling him, you know, give me a shot, give me an opportunity. I'll prove to you why I'm the best and why, you know, having me on your roster is like amazing. And, you know, I just kept pressing the issue with that and just putting that out in the air. And then, you know, when it was talks about having to find someone for Harper's comeback fight, you know, my name was brought up and it was offered, and I said, absolutely. And he's like, you know, you got your shot. So, you know, I put the, you know, the fingers to work and, you know, just put it out there and, you know, even just spoke into existence, you know, what's for me will be for me. And I think this opportunity was perfect. So.
Yeah, I'm quite surprised that they are going to make that the co-main event for that particular fight card. And it's also very amazing to me that they're willing to put both of these belts on the line. So you said it's the WBC, but what's the other title?
It's the IBO.
Oh, okay.
Alycia, where's this fight going to be held at?
This is going to be in UK, Sheffield, UK.
Oh, okay.
Wow. Well, when do you leave?
We leave on Monday.
Okay, so that's really coming up soon. Yep. I mean, I know you've been working out. Tell us some of the sparring partners that you've had.
Yeah, so I've been able to have Faye. She's a up and coming fighter. She fights at 125. Great athlete, great sparring. We got in with her. You know, all the guys in the gym just being able to help me too. Was also to have Jasmine Hampton in my camp. She's an upcoming, she's an amateur boxer. So we had great work. You know, this has been a great camp. I've shown so much improvement just every day. And I'm so excited just to show my skills. A lot of people do not know me. A lot of people have not seen me. And a lot of people just have just an idea who I am. A lot of people say, you know, she hasn't fought anybody. I'm an experienced fighter. I've been boxing for 20 years. I've been in world champions, camps, former champions. I've been around all that to really prepare me for this moment. So this is just a moment to capitalize on. And that's exactly what I'm going to do next Saturday.
Alycia, I remember the first time we saw you, it was a few years ago in Tampa. And I remember telling Secure, we were sitting ringside. I remember you came in, you had on a hoodie. I remember you got in the ring and I looked at you and I said, dang, this girl got the best looking legs I've seen on a fighter. I told Secure, I said, man, this girl got some amazing legs.
I said, I know. I think she got some power with them legs too.
Exactly.
You know, now tell us, like, since that Tampa fight, your career and your name has been spreading, you know, a lot more. You're getting a lot more exposure. And do you think that, you know, the fact that you're pretty and that you have a lot of other things going on with your career, like with modeling and etc., endorsements, do you think that that helps that situation?
Yeah, it just it goes it's just an advantage to have. It's an extra advantage to have, and just to take you know, advantage of. You know, this sport is entertainment sport, and if my beauty is gonna work for me, I'm gonna use my beauty to work for me. And a lot of people are like, but guess what? If I can look good and fight, that's the best combo. You know what I'm saying? So that's exactly what I'm gonna do. You know, I was signed with Ford Models, and I'm an Adidas athlete, and you know, soon to be 2-time world champion. So it just all goes hand in hand on the way it's supposed, how I envision it, you know. So
Pretty much. I mean, you do classify as all those things. I want to know a little bit about the strategy that you have to beat Terri Harper without telling us too much. We don't want to give her any advantages.
You know, there's no secret. Everybody knows that I'm a heavy hitter. And when I hit you, I'm going to hit you with intention. I want to hurt you. I want to knock her out. I want her to know what it is to be in there with a dog. Like, them UK fighters, they spoon fed. Over here, we in a dog pound. We working hard. We working with what we got. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just been in just grind mode since an 8-year-old. You know what I'm saying? Nothing was ever handed to me. So my fire is just it's just, I'm fired up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So when we go in there, you know, anything that she has, I'm going to come better with it. Like, it's all about making adjustments, and anything she has, we're going to make an adjustment to and just be better at it. So the boxing, I'll be better at. My jab will be better than hers. Like, anything she has, we're prepared, period.
Wow. All right. I just want to get your opinion on a few things, and then we're going to let you go because we know you do have other impressing things to take care of before this upcoming trip. Like Clarissa Shields, now she did just have the MMA loss, but it was due to a split decision. And she still is pursuing the boxing. Do you think she should, should she stop the MMA altogether because she had this loss? Or do you feel like, she can still balance both?
It's up to her. Everything is about balance. If she feels the need to continue with MMA, I don't see why not. It's just an extra stream of income.
Right.
So if she doesn't care about her pride or her ego being hurt by losing, then she'll continue to do it because she wants to be better as an athlete, not because of the other ideas that she may have. So I'm all for just, you lose, you pick it back up, you try again. Like that's what being an athlete is. So, I give her credit for, doing MMA anyways, because she's not familiar with it at all. So it just goes to show. So go ahead, get your coin, get your bag.
Alycia, would you consider doing MMA sometime?
I would. It would definitely have to be like a Mayweather McGregor type fight, because I can wrestle. I do have a wrestling background. I am skilled in that. So MMA would be a really great transition for me. It just depends. It depends. I want to capture what I want to do in boxing first, and when those doors open, we'll see where that can take us.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so. Now, getting to the pay. Is the pay, I've heard in the past, especially when it came to that Amanda Serrano versus Katie fight, I heard that, terms weren't correct, funds weren't right, they should have been for Amanda. Have you had any problems with getting what you feel you deserve in this fight?
I feel like everything is a process, you know what I'm saying? I can't expect to get a payday like some of these fighters, but it's, for me, it's not even about the money. It's about winning and getting this victory, because the money comes, and so the money's gonna come regardless. So but for this fight, I would say it's respected.
Oh, great. I mean, I'm happy to hear that, because that's a big thing for me. I'm trying to speak on and be an advocate for women getting paid more and equal. I know it can't be equal right now, but we need to push the narrative so that people understand that you guys deserve that money, regardless if you're getting it right now or not.
Exactly. I agree. I think that, we're both putting our lives at stake. We're going in the ring with no headgear on, and we're fighting to the death. You know what I'm saying? So you might as well pay us, what we want to be paid. Women work hard, bro. So there's no reason why we should be any less than what they say.
Alycia, you got a nice place at your house where like a nice cabinet where you're gonna start adding your belts.
I am. I'm ready picturing it,
Okay.
So yeah, we do. I'm so excited, but yeah.
Well, we're just going to check the message boards and see if anybody else has something they wanted to say. We had Jason Crosby earlier, and he just wanted to say, let's see, that he saw you fight at the USF fight card, and you're a great boxer, and you're also pretty. So he likes that. He likes the duality.
Who was that, Jason?
Jason Crosby.
Oh, Jason. Okay.
Yeah. All right. So that's our comments right now. We just wanted to see if there's anything else you wanted to add about this fight coming up and how people can find the fight to watch you win world titles.
Yeah. So it's going to be on DAZN, November 13th, in the UK against Terri Harper, 2-time world champion for the WBC and IBO. And Alycia "The Bomb" Baumgardner from the USA is going over there across the pond to take what belongs in the US and just really put on a show, really showcase the skills, the just everything that I have to show and what women's boxing is about. So it's going to be great. A lot of people are going to be like, where is this girl? Where has she? And one thing to know is you're not going to see a girl fight. You're going to see a man in there.
Uh-oh. She done brought out the Clarissa Shields now.
If we being real, I don't fight like a quote unquote girl. You know what I'm saying? You will see a set of skills because that's just, you see me fight, so and as I grow and as I get older and with the sparring and the learning, I'm a dog, bro. Like I compete with men. I'm at their level or above. You know what I'm saying? So I just know what I got and what I got to show this world, that don't judge a book by its cover. A lot of people gonna see a pretty face, but you're gonna see a dog in the ring. Okay, so that's what I'm excited about.
And we have Mario, and he says U.S. boxing is different, just like you were saying.
We are. So. Yeah, we are different. USA boxers are just complete different. So you'll see that.
Alycia, you think y'all might get physical at the weigh-in?
I don't know. It just depends on how I'm feeling, right? Just depends. But the weigh-ins is always my favorite because it's a fight before the fight. And just be able to stare somebody in their eyes and just let them. She gonna feel my energy. She gonna know that I ain't somebody that she gonna outclass or outbox because she got another thing coming.
Oh my God, this sounds like it's gonna be an exciting fight. This is just like I hope everybody that can go ahead and watch this on DAZN will make sure they put it on their calendar. That's November 13th. On DAZN. Are
you guys the main event, or is another fight above you?
We're the co-main event.
You're the co-main event. Okay.
Yes, and we're very excited for you. We thank you so much for being a part of the show tonight and letting us congratulate you and wish you all the luck in any area of your career that you want to pursue. And hopefully when next time we talk to you, it's going to be in the new.
Yeah.
In the new. Okay.
Bring that belt back. Alycia, bring the belt back.
We will. I got you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah. You're welcome.
We'll see you soon.
See ya.
Oh, wow. She was amazing. I mean, she's fired up. She's ready to go. I don't have nothing bad to say about Alycia. that she is very professional and she takes her craft very seriously.
I like what she said. She's gonna come in there like a man, dropping bombs.
Yes, and on top of that, you know, you just feel the energy from her is like that's what she wants. Like,
Right.
you know, you can never underestimate like Terri Harper. She's a great boxer. So when she does beat her, I mean, that's going to be an amazing task. It's going to be like something that's going to plateau her over in the UK as well, because that's a whole nother group of boxing fans that will get to see her and really can admire her skill and her determination. I think this is a great move for her career.
And it's a great thing for us, you know, watching these fighters start off, you know, in the local areas, and then to see them
get to that level.
Yeah, go all over the world, and then to win a world title, you know, it's a great thing to watch, you know, watch her journey. So
You're absolutely right.
Alycia, nothing but the best. I hope she bring that belt back. You know, we're gonna be here watching.
And the balls, I'm gonna go ahead and say, and she got balls of steel to go over from the US and fight her on her turf in the UK. And it's expected
to knock her out. I hope she knock her out.
She definitely has to knock her out.
No
There's
robberies.
no other way that's going to happen. But guess what? She's the bomb, and she does have power. We know that for a fact.
She's going to have to do like Marvin Hagler, go over there and knock him out.
Absolutely, you got to make it happen. Like you gotta get that judge. That
don't leave it in the judge's hands sometimes.
I think she's going to be a new star for the Matchroom and DAZN.
Definitely.
That they see the potential there in her, and I mean she's a Ford model.
Definitely.
Come on now, like that's the definition of having bronze and brains, like and beauty. Like she's a triple threat when it comes to that.
Yeah, when you got the looks and you kick ass, man, the door's open.
Yes, and I think she's kicking it open because she's been knocking and she's been toiling and she's been, having different people all this time that she's been calling out for these world titles. And ain't nobody been able to bite except for Terri Harper. So we definitely got to give her kudos too for going ahead and fighting what we know as one of the best. And that's that lightweight division. That's what I was going to get at because, Taz is at lightweight.
Right.
And Taz got the lightweight. I mean, Mcclellan Mayers, she's also lightweight. Then we got Terri Harper, her. And there's a few other ones too. Katie is at lightweight. I think she finally moved up to junior welterweight, but I mean, she started out right there at lightweight and stayed there for quite some time. So this is a great division for women's boxing, and it's a division that I think warrants all of our boxing fans who love the ladies.
Right.
They need to really pay attention to this particular division.
Don't miss that weigh-in too, because Alycia said she might bring some heat to the weigh-in.
Yes. And Mario said this should have been the main event. I can concur with that. I agree with you on that for sure. And one day it will be. They will not have to be co-mains on somebody else's card. It's going to be all about the women and the men as the main event. I meant
to ask Alycia, was it 12 rounds for this fight?
Yeah, it's titles. Oh, no, theirs is 10 rounds. Female championships are 10 rounds. Yes. But they do have the 2 minutes. So you got less time to break your opponent down and really hurt them. When you think of it in that term. So when you have a female boxer that is winning boxing matches, you have to realize that they have to be able to strategize and calculate based on a lot shorter time period in the actual ring.
Definitely.
Yeah, so they deserve their respect is all I'm saying. Speaking of which, I did want to go ahead. Let's see. Oh, Jason says, her against Taz. I know different weight class, but like to see it. Well, no, they both at lightweights. I think they both are at lightweights. If anything, Taz might be at junior welterweight or super lightweight right now. I have to check in with them because we didn't get to ask her last night what weight class she was going to be actually fighting at.
I just seen Taz. They done landed in the country. They in Colombia, so good luck, Taz. We're rooting for you and Lady Brown.
Yes, good luck to TNK Boxing. And
Danny Santiago
with his Norte de boxeo boxing card. I said it right. I don't know why I have such a hard time.
Be there on the next card, hopefully.
Absolutely. I'm ready to be Colombia bound, baby. And he said that Tulu, Colombia is the capital of salsa dancing. So, we got to get out there and, participate and show everybody the American style salsa.
Taz, y'all shoot some video while you and Lady Ram out there dancing. I want to see it.
Oh, for real. I want to see it too, because that'll be
Tito out there too.
They got to do the celebration dance after the card. After the card, this is when you celebrate and you get to do salsa like, when in Rome, you do as the Romans, so you'll be salsaing.
They got to get Tito out there too.
Oh, yeah. Tito got to dance. Jesus got to get out there and kick a rug too. He'll surprise you too.
I know. I was just getting ready to say that Tito going to probably surprise us.
Oh, speaking of which, I see that Tito is looking at us now. Emilio's trying to get you to salsa dance before you leave Colombia, Jesus. So we want a video.
We want video, Tito.
For real. I mean, these ladies are really putting in the hard work just to alliterate this a little bit, reiterate this a little bit. I wanted to show everybody in the fans. We didn't get a chance to put up this, but we also have Black Rose. Serena McCoy.
Mexico, right?
Yeah, she's got a fight coming up in Mexico for a different title. This time she's going after the ABF title.
Black Rose.
That's going to be November 20th.
Man, I love all these women fighters, man. These women bring it.
Yeah, and I like the order of this particular one. Why is Sherman Henson trying to call me during the show? Now he know. Okay, so trainer, teacher, Sherman Henson, guys. What I was gonna say is I like the consecutive order of this because we got Carice Brown this weekend, this Saturday in Columbia. Then we got DAZN and Alycia Baumgardner on the 13th. Yeah. Yes. And then we got Black Rose. Ooh. She's fighting on the 20th.
Triple threat right there.
Yes, those are some of our favorite ladies boxers, and they're fighting back to back. Oh, and I'm missing one. Kaylee K.O. Reese.
Oh, man.
She's also fighting in Providence, Rhode Island on the undercard of Andrade in his fight.
Look,
and that's also coming up this month. I forgot the actual date, but she is stepping up and she'll be fighting, and it will be a defense for her WBA title.
Belt.
Yes, and she has a legitimate WBA belt.
She won that belt right
here in front of our face at the TNK Boxing Promotions card.
Right here in
Clearwater. We know for a fact she earned that title, and she was going against Candy. I forgot her name right good, but I know her. Like her moniker was Candy. So Candy Crush.
Is she the fourth week?
I'm trying to look it up now so I can see exactly when her fight is.
Right there.
That Andrade fight. Okay, that is November 19th. So they are back to back stacked like that. So this is a ladies' night, but it's a ladies' month, honey. So
we can get a card with just all women fighters one night.
That would be great. I mean, Clarissa did it, but you had to do the pay-per-view and. It was kind of like some of the girls, I didn't really feel they stepped up to that big platform,
right?
And didn't know how to take advantage of the public that was looking and was really interested. So this time, if they do another one, it needs to be some women that know how to rock, like they not only rock but know how to be interesting and energetic and rock their opponents, basically.
Yeah, we know the girls we just mentioned can rock.
Oh yeah, every last one of them. They ready. They all are ready. I can't wait. So now let's go ahead and see if we got any new comments here. Oh, okay. Mario did say that it was the 19th of November for the KO Kaylee Reese fight. Thank you so much, sir.
She's a movie star too.
Yes. And then Jason, he says, if I dance, people would think I'm having a seizure.
That's all right.
That's okay. That's salsa, man. That sounds like salsa
to me.
That's
a brand new dance, man. That's
yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm ready. CJ says, they need to let them go 3 minutes. You're right about that. They should let all these women go 3 minutes for sure. They're down with it, but guess what?
Might see more knockouts.
Definitely, because you have more time to break down your opponents. But the problem is that, you know, if you give these women this extra minute, they're gonna feel like you definitely pay some more coins for their, you know, participation in your boxing matches. So I think that's more or less a reason why these promoters and the sanctioning bodies are less likely to give them the 3 minutes, because they know that that would be another layer of reasons why they should be paying these ladies more. I mean, I'm just speaking facts.
I noticed these women, they stay in shape, man. I don't really see women getting
out of shape,
big and out of
ready
shape.
to go.
Yeah, every time I see these women, it's like they ready, man. They ready for that phone call, yo.
You got to be ready for these phone calls. But on top of that, a lot of them are having to stay in shape because they never know when they're going to get a call to like fight in Mexico or fight in Colombia or,
right.
you know, fight overseas in the UK.
Tito keep you busy.
Yeah, well, Tito is one of them that definitely, as a promoter, is fulfilling his. He fulfills his contract duties.
Yeah.
But like a lot of these promoters, they wait until the last minute and they expect these women to travel like far, far away where they don't have time to really lose weight or, you know, be able to be in a place where they can go to the gym every morning and stuff. They gotta already, when they land, they gotta be ready to go. Like they gotta already be there, weight and everything. So I think that's one reason why they like to stay in shape. Plus, that makes them look good too. You know,
Definitely.
We got Daryl Tomlin in the house.
Daryl Tomlin.
Yes, that's the father coach of Ty Tomlin.
They're still celebrating Ty. Happy birthday, belated birthday.
Yes, I like that. And let's see what Daryl has to say. Michaela, let's see. Creeps up November 18th. Oh, okay. So he's saying Michaela Mares is also in this month's lineup with her fight in November on the 18th. She's one to keep an eye on too. That's right. That's another lightweight.
Yeah.
So it's like full of women scattered. Yeah, the women are really getting this November crump.
Dang. For
the men that's gonna really show down in this weekend with Canelo versus Plant. And then we have Andrade with KO Kaylee and them on the undercard the following weekend.
Oh, okay.
Yes, and then like he's saying, we have Michaela Mayer. She's on her own card with ESPN and Top Rank. Then we also in December had the lead up to Gervonta Tate Davis's fight as well. And it's one more fight in December. I forget who it is though.
I don't know if you. Oh, you said Tank, right?
Yeah, I said Tank, but I think it's one more.
I know you ain't talking about the YouTube fighters.
Oh, come on, man. I ain't
looking at this
YouTubers. I mean, it's going to be good for Tommy Fury, to be honest with you, to get his chance to make his money and, you know, hopefully fight on a better level than what he's been fighting. Yes, it's a Lomachenko fight. Congratulations to Michael Williams Jr. and Sr. for their upcoming bout. That's going to be on the undercard of Lomachenko. It's going to be the ESPN Plus app.
Well, Mike 150 might get to come out there and let the world see, you know, what the talk is all about. So I can't wait to see that fight.
And Daryl says he might have some news for us coming up real soon. So I can't wait to get that secret. Come on. Come on, bring us that information, baby. You know we love to get some exclusivity. All right, so we're going to continue our talk really quick before we go. And I want all of you guys to plug in your answer for the fights this weekend. We got Anthony Durrell on the undercard, the dog. And then we're going to lead into this fight with Caleb Plant versus Canelo. And let's see, most people are going for Canelo. The odds are in Canelo's favor when it comes to betting, which you know what that means, right? Everybody need to put their money on Plant. Because that's where the real money's at, is if he does pull off this win. And then Daryl says, Ty says thank you for the birthday wishes. Absolutely.
Most definitely, Ty.
You know we got y'all. We love us some well, he's not Memphis, but he's Nashville, Tennessee.
Hey, they were around there with Caleb Plant at. You know, they
got to be rooting for they homeboy. You know what I'm saying? That's like a true homeboy for them. And we're wishing Caleb Plant the best too. And I hope he really does shine and he's able to show that he is on the elite status, especially with the the title that he has. I mean, he's bringing a title to the table too. Everybody is seeming to forget that.
Wow.
So we just have to see what's going to happen in this fight. I mean, I ain't excited about paying this pay-per-view though. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Because the undercard, besides the dog, I mean, I don't want to sound like I'm, being dismissive of the other talent on the card, but I mean, I know the dog gonna give us a good bout, but I just can't get excited about this other undercard, unfortunately. But when you're paying Canelo X amount of dollars, it kind of does thin out what you can do on the actual rest of the card. So
the Tyson Fury Wilder card was pretty stacked. That was a nice.
You know what? It was stacked, and it had a lot of heavyweight talent prospects that's coming up to the, coming up the ranks. But they did not live up to that moment. I mean, I don't like it when boxers get these great opportunities to get eyeballs on them that are interested in their particular weight class, and then they put on lackluster shows. I ain't gonna call no names out. but you know who you were.
The real Big Baby look good.
Well, maybe I wasn't talking about Big Baby.
And Hellenius, the Nordic Nightmare, did his thing.
Well, did he do his thing, or did his opponent not do their thing? That's the only thing. That's the only problem I got with that one. And then Ajaba and Sanchez.
Well, now that fight was a little
okay.
That was the one we was expecting the most out of, and and it didn't really live up to what we was expecting.
No, I mean, and there was no risk taken by either one of them. It's like, do you either one of y'all want to win this fight? Yeah. Do you? Because I need you to show me that you want to win it. See, that's the kind of thing that I think Alycia Baumgardner is going to be great at, because she's going to show you, and the fans are going to know that she wants to win.
Definitely.
Yes, she actually has a killer instinct in there, and she came there for them belts, and she going to do everything in her power to get them belts.
This is the perfect platform, to be seen on the Zone title shot. So spotlight is on Alycia. And, we wish her nothing but the best, and bring that belt back across the pond. Put it on your new shelf that you're building.
Yeah.
Be undisputed soon.
Be undisputed, and then do a Ford modeling agency photo shoot with the title. That'll be amazing, right? she's gonna be the first world champion that has a Ford's modeling contract too. And I love that idea, because she's a sister. Let's be real. So we need more of that.
Good luck.
Yes. All right. We got to send a shout out to Lisa Mcclellan.
Lisa.
She's been feeling a little under the weather lately, so we hope that she's feeling a lot better now.
Feel better, Lisa?
Yes. And definitely tell G-Man we said, what's up?
So Gerald, we said, hey.
The last time we saw him is he was enjoying his little birthday drink.
We was having our drinks from Gerald.
Gerald was like enjoying that little drink.
Birthday drink.
Oh my God, he really enjoyed that. Lisa treats him so well. He is so spoiled, and he don't even realize how spoiled he is. Getting up there, getting them good meals by Lisa. He talking about, I don't want that. I want a McDonald's burger.
Great.
Yes, she take real good care of him. So got to send shout outs to her.
Definitely.
Now, I mean, we did talk about the Gervonta Davis, what do you call it? Replacement fighter, which is Pitbull, also known as Baby Tyson. He does have power. So this is a fight in which he always has a puncher's chance. I am concerned about him not being ready for this particular fight yet, because he hasn't had that world-class high-level, competition, or should I say opposition, so far in his career. So this is a huge step up for him. How do you think he fares in this fight?
That's where we was talking about levels to this game. Is he on tank level? So the platform is set, to show the world, man. If you get this win and beat Tank, you'll become a star overnight.
Right.
We've seen Pitbull fight. I was impressed with him the very first time I seen him. I liked his style. He came in like a miniature Mike Tyson. He mauled his opponent.
Yes.
I was just was just wondering that style that he has, it could be tailor made for somebody like Tank that loves to throw an uppercut. You know, Tank has probably one of the best uppercuts in the business, and Baby Tyson, the pit bull, he comes in low, you know, and it might play into Tank's hand, but I think it's going to be exciting as long as it lasts. It's going to be putting that pressure on Tank, coming at Tank, and it's going to be explosive. I believe this fight going to be very explosive as long as it lasts.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely agree with you. But I do feel that it is like if he's gonna stand there and be ready to brawl, then that is tailor made for someone like Gervonta Tank Davis, who's just looking and trying to set you up for a really big, powerful undercut or a huge, right hook. I mean, he's trying to get you. And it's a situation of not if, but when. It's going to happen.
He's going to have to smother Tank. He's going to have to do a Madonna on Tank to stay close and try to maul him. Just
like make it rough.
Yeah. You can't.
It's going to have to be rough for sure. Gervonta Tank Davis as well has something to for us to look at, because I'm really wanting to measure, since this is the like literally to me. This is the first opponent he's had that actually is known to have some power. So I want to see, if that chin could be tested just a little bit, and let us see, if that armor is really strong like we feel that it is. We think that Tank has a great chin, but we really don't know because, we haven't seen him in there with someone that is known for power. So Isaac Cruz, he is known for that power. So we could possibly see, some chin work, and we could see like, okay, yeah, Tank really is a tank.
Right.
So that's one thing I am looking forward to in that fight. Now, I have to tell you, I am somewhat disappointed that the Rolly situation didn't happen. He was doing a great job with the marketing and calling, well, I'll just say trolling. Yes, Gervonta Tank Davis. So I am a little upset about that fight being snatched from us. You never know if you're gonna have that opportunity again. The way these fights are, and the way people get injured, or the way they decide to retire, or they move up in weight. So it's a lot of variables there into whether or not he would be able to get that fight again.
Rolly was starting to make me a fan. At first, I didn't really care a whole lot about Rolly, but watching him promote the fight and the things he was saying, I was starting to
like them.
I was starting to like Rolly, and couldn't wait to see this fight, man. It was starting to hype up, and out of nowhere, these allegations, so it's unfortunate for him because sometimes situations like this don't come back around, so we don't know. He might not get this opportunity again, with Tank and this opportunity, just like the thing with Errol Spence, how that fight with Pacquiao slipped from him, and now, Pacquiao's retired, so that's another situation where
that opportunity was lost, and it didn't come back around like people thought that it would.
Right.
Now Mario says Tank got to step up his opposition. Damn it. Okay, Mario. I mean, we hear you.
Next year, definitely need to see these young guns mixing it up.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, in the lightweight division,
they got to definitely mix it up.
There we go again with if they're at lightweight. I mean, I think a lot of them next year is definitely moving up. Gervonta Tank Davis's last fight was at 140 against Barrios. So, like, what are you going to do with that? It's already been up to 140 one time or two fights now.
Yeah.
So, like, he's not going to keep going back down in weight to do lightweight fights, I don't believe.
Well, them guys need to mix it up, man. Them four guys down there, the Teal Fermo, the Devin Haney, the Ryan Garcias, and then you got Shakur Stevens, he's going to be coming up soon.
Right.
He's one of the most talented out of them young dudes that I see right
now. They're going to start running. As soon as he jumps up the lightweight at 135, them suckers going to run for 140 quick. I can see that.
You got Chris Colbert down there, too. Chris Colbert.
Yes.
And then the kid last week, the young Ali kid.
Oh, Ali, yes.
He's another prospect coming up, in that division. So hopefully these guys can start making some fights.
I'm with you. Now, Mario, he's brought up a great subject about whether Crawford versus Porter. You know, who do you have favored in this fight? That is going to be on November 20th.
That's another fight. I feel like Crawford, you know, obviously I feel like he has the advantage to win that fight, but it's not going to be easy. You know, Sean Porter don't make no fight easy for anybody. You know, it's going to be rough. It's going to be tough. You're going to have to really earn it with Sean Porter.
Right.
And he can beat any of those guys on any given night. You know, a lot of times he's been losing by a point or two. So, hey, it could be a knockdown. Anything can happen, man, when you fight Sean Porter. So he's going to have to be on his A game. But I do give Bud Crawford the slight edge to beat Porter. But, hey, Porter could, like I say, he could beat any of them top guys on any given night.
Well, I do agree. I do think that Porter did win, or at least had a draw with Spence.
Right.
I believe he had a whole lot of rounds in the bank before Spence decided to, you know, start slugging with him.
See, that one knockdown might have made a difference. See how that one knockdown?
Like I said, I believe he had a whole lot of rounds with a capital S under Porter's name before we led up to that 12th round knockdown with just a hand drop. So I'm going to leave it at that because you're going to make me mad here right now.
See, that might have been karma for what happened with him and Ugas.
What happened with him and Ugas?
A lot of people thought Ugas won, but they gave it to Sean.
No, that did not happen. Okay? The fight was close up to a certain point, but you got to be a champion. And Ugas know for himself, he took his foot off the gas. He know he did not decisively win that fight against Porter. So I'm going to have to go with no on that. You want a belt, you got to beat the champ. You got to beat their ass. Like, you can't be sitting up there and it's like going on the championship rounds and you sitting up there like, you know, running around and not actually adding up points.
You can't afford a knockdown when a fight is that close. That's going to sway, you know, so Porter got to be, you know, he got to keep it tight, you know.
I know, but it's just, you know, for me, okay, Porter is the type of fighter that when you get out of the ring with him, you gonna know you fought him.
Oh, most definitely.
And you gonna know it for quite a couple of weeks.
Oh, yeah.
And that's if you're lucky. Yeah, like you gonna be bruised and battered. That's why I was like, oh my God, Spence got in an accident directly after the Porter fight. God knows he probably had like, you know, all kinds of aches and stuff going on before the actual accident. So he had like double healing to do. Yeah. Once he got in that accident. And the thing about Porter is he's just a dog. Like, he's one of those type of boxers again that we were talking about throughout the show that is gonna let you know as a fan that he wants it. You know, and there's a title on the line. This is WBO, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Crawford
WBO
does
belt.
have a WBO title for welterweight division. So we can look forward to seeing this fight and this title on the line.
Just a few weeks away.
Yes. But what I want to know, because I mean, I know everybody's thinking Crawford is going to win. But now if he does win, here's the thing. If he does win, does he go back to the top of the list for pound? Because right now they tried to move him down to like number 3.
Crawford?
Yes, because they got Canelo at the top again. I ain't gonna say nothing, but you know, also Tank is missing off that particular pound for pound list as well. But let's not even talk about that right now. What we're gonna talk about is, does Bud move up? If he beats Porter, does he move back up to number 1 pound for pound?
I don't know. I think it's going to take Bud beating Earl Spence, somebody, you know, of that magnitude to take that, you know, the number 1 spot from Canelo, you know. Because Porter, you know, he's lost to the top guys. So I think.
But the point is he's actually fought the top guys.
Yeah,
like, that makes his ranking a lot better. Remember last night when Tito told us, like, even when you lose, if you fight top opposition, your ranking is still going to be improving.
I think, I don't know, this fight here, I think if he wins, I don't think it's going to really move him that much further. than where he's at. You know, he's at what, number 3 or 2. So it would take, for me, I think it would take a win over somebody like Earl Spence, you know. And then you got these young guns coming up too, man. Everybody's talking about Boots and it's Boots. You know, he's the new, I've been saying it 3 years ago, he's the new monster, the boogeyman at 147. So you got Virgil Ortiz, a lot of young dudes, you know, coming up.
It's a fresh new crop of talent that's coming up the ranks right now as contenders. So these older ones are gonna have to either step up, or it's time for them to move up, or it's time for them to move out. I mean, those are the 3 options.
You got some young guns coming, man. So.
And Marios wants to point out that, you know, Porter is an Ohio boxer, and you know they dogs.
Oh yeah, definitely. The state of Ohio, nothing but tough fighters come out of there, and world champions.
All right, so he's saying that it says 2 because Porter has a good resume. That's right, and that's what I was speaking on. I mean, he thinks it would be, you know, maybe Crawford would move up to 2. I think personally for me, you know, right now if they got Canelo at number 1, if he beats Plant, then they're probably going to use that as a way to say that he, you know, should remain at number 1. But I see Plant as a more like question than I do Porter. Porter is like established. There's nothing bad that you can say about winning a fight against Porter. You fucking won a hell of a fight if you win against Porter. So I think just the opponents' names versus each other in comparison, I think that, you know, for me, it would move Crawford back up to number 1 over a Canelo.
If Canelo lose and Crawford win, I could see them putting Crawford at number 1.
Yeah, for sure. All right. And then, you know, of course, they got NUE at number 4. As far as that's concerned. So, you know, we're going to get to see him in December 2, I believe. He has a fight coming up, I read somewhere. And we got Rick. What's up? He's listening. Sama's listening. What's up, guys?
So.
And Mario is saying Alycia Baumgardner from Ohio as well, and now lives in Detroit. Yeah, that's right. She's an Ohio girl.
Midwest.
Yeah, in the house. And so let's just say, Chris Young, the resident referee for the boxing PlayHouse.
What's up, Chris?
What's up, Chris? You need to come on the show soon. I mean, I know you be trying to
stay out of from Chris.
Yes, but he be trying to stay out of trouble. He don't want to say too much.
Stay neutral, huh?
Yeah, but I get it. You know, as a ref, you gotta be neutrality. But at the same time, we got to see, we got to have you on the show again soon.
Off the record.
But shout out to him. Oh, you wanted to be off the record, but everybody listening. It's public, but it's off the record. I don't know if he's gonna fall for that one now. Okay, he says, I'm ducking and dodging. Okay, wait a minute. Those are boxers' rules. You know, that's what the boxers do. Ducking and dodging is what we've been seeing a whole lot from these top, you know, prospects and contenders these days. The other question I wanted to ask, since you brought up Boots, and then we're gonna wrap up the show, guys. Basically, Boots, Ennis Boots, Jerron. Okay, he had the fight. He finished the fight in the first round with some amazing power. Tell me something. Does he deserve a fight now with an established top 5 welterweight? Do you see this as a possibility? Do you think it's too early? Do he still need to prove himself? What's up?
Hey, he's ready. He's ready. I feel like he's ready to even win that world title. The man is dangerous. The man he's young. He's hungry. He's old school. He's out of Philly.
Yeah.
He could, you know, could switch stance, man, and kill you with either hand. You know, this Boost is going to be a real problem. He's going to be a real problem, and I feel like a lot of people are going to duck him. unless they got their back against the wall and can't go nowhere else, man. They're gonna dodge in his boots.
I mean, the only way that happens is like, is he on the WBC ranking? I believe he's on the WBC ranking. So he moved up with that fight, and somebody is going to be sanctioned and required to fight him or lead them titles. But they don't just lead the titles, right? I mean, when it comes to Ennis Booth, we might see some people that actually run up to 154. Yeah. We might see that they would just go up to a super welterweight status to avoid Boots. I'm hoping not, though. I'm really hoping that he gets some good work and he gets some challenges. Yeah. Just so we can see. Okay. I mean, I just want to see if all this hype, because right now, like Lucas from Heavy Bags was saying. Basically, he was talking about the opponent and how he, been on a decline with his last 4 fights. Yes, and so he feels like, of course, he was going to look good against him.
Look what Boots did to Lipinets.
Yeah, Lipinets, that's a different story, because Lipinets, he's saying, "Hey, look, these guys are not fighting him. I fought him and I lasted longer than Alorme." So he wants his kudos for lasting longer against Boost than Delorme. But I mean, I'm just saying, like, you could look at.
Oh, go ahead, man.
No, go ahead.
I'm saying some fighters you can look at, man, and you can see it's something special right there. Mm-hmm. And Boost is one of them special guys. You could just see it. He's special. Right. And the world gonna know, man. Next year. These guys gonna either have to face him or just vacate them belts.
Okay, I mean, I feel what you're saying, but for me, the issue is he going to be able to actually prove that he's special, right? Isn't that the same thing that Bud Crawford has been running into? People see that he's special, they think he's special.
I would love to see
him
in Bud fight.
Haven't been able to see him prove that he's special, because you've got to have that dance partner. That's the same thing that Clarissa Shields runs into. She doesn't have a dance partner to really prove that she is special as she says she is.
I hope that's the fight we see next year. Bud and Boots or Earl Spence.
I don't see it. Because, see, they scared they're going to miss out on that Spence, Bud, Crawford money, because it's leading up to that right now. So, Crawford, Spence wants to unify those titles, and so does Bud Crawford. So if Bud wins this fight, he retains that WBO, and meanwhile, Spence has he has the WBC now, and he has the IBF. Yeah. Wait a minute. So who got the third belt? Oh, Ugas. Right, but they're trying to make him fight someone else right now, in a title defense. So hopefully that would be another belt that's out there that would need to be retained in order to unify all 4 of those titles. And therefore, I don't see where Boots is going to have a chance to enter that fray. I don't. Just saying. I know.
Hopefully next year we'll see the return of Keith Thurman.
I mean, I'm hoping that too. I know he's been, grappling with different fights. It's just, it's just, I don't know. I just feel like it's a situation where we're gonna have to definitely, as boxing fans, push the envelope and really, make Twitter and Facebook and all these social media sites buzz with who the hell we want to see Boots fight, and that we want to see him fight one of these top 5s. So we just have to see.
In a couple more years, you got the young phenom.
Yeah.
Jaleel Hackett in the welterweight division.
I mean, I'm ready for that. I wanted to send a shout out to him on his win from this weekend that we were able to see firsthand, and how he handled the business.
Body shots.
Yes, the body shots.
Man.
DC, shout out to DC for inviting us up there to Washington, D.C. To see Jaleel fight, as well as Kobia Breedy. And he just sent me a text because he said we weren't getting the messages from YouTube. So we do have some messages here. Let's see. Okay, he says TMT Money Team Sean with the upset. All right, now. What?
This shit going with Sean?
Okay, listen, DC is going for Sean. Okay.
I said Sean could beat any of them guys on any given night.
Right, and then we got Willie. He says, shout out to Boxing Playhouse for getting the interview, and congratulations to Alycia.
Definitely.
All right, well, her fight is coming up next week, so we got to make sure we watch that DAZN fight and show support to the ladies, so that these promoters understand that these ladies can sell and they can garner the same type of income that these men do when they are interested, when the fans are interested in their fights.
Right.
So please make sure you catch her fight that's coming up next week on November 13th. Then he says Tank should be number 2 on the pound for pound behind Canelo. What? Okay. You know what? I did say that Tank was missing from the rankings of the top 10, and I believe he does belong on that list. Now, number 2 would be putting him above Crawford right now, because they got him at number 3. So, do you think that's a legitimate number? Number 2?
What, Tank?
Yeah, for pound.
I feel like Tank is, I still would put him behind Crawford.
Okay.
Maybe 3, but I feel like if Tank can knock some of them other young guns off, I could see Tank moving up.
I mean, if he even knocks out one of those other ones, they're gonna have him like they gotta not they can't ignore him then.
Need one of them names. Even a unification. If you get Teal Firmo or win like that, man, I could see Tank being.
Well, he goes to number 1 for me then.
Yeah.
If he's able to get that unification,
he's just a big name away. For me.
Okay.
But he's definitely up there skill wise and talent wise. It's just certain names I feel like Tank need to add, and I think he'll be there.
All right. So he also talks about Boots, which is your guy. He says Boots will knock Crawford out.
Hey.
There you go. That's what Emilio thinks too, DC.
Hey.
And
DC said that?
Yeah, DC has been saying all these comments. I mean, you believe him?
Hey, I feel like he could beat them guys. I really feel like that. Man, Boots is special, And we saw that 3 years ago. I felt like that 3 years ago, and he hadn't even really, fought nobody at the time. But I watched him and saw how this dude fight, how he trained. He's a student of the game. Out of Philadelphia, I just said, man, something special about this dude right here.
I mean, like I said, I believe that Bud has that problem, as well as Boots is about to have this problem, where people believe they're special, but they haven't been able to prove that they're special because the opposition's not there. So if you get both of those two in the ring, it's gonna be special, regardless.
That's the fight I want to see.
Yeah, like it doesn't even matter to me which one of them win.
Crawford.
Yeah,
that's the fight I want to see right there.
Yes, and DC also concurs. He says Boots is very, all caps, special.
Yeah.
So I mean, I believe him in that way. I do. I want to go to the gym there in Philly and see them work out, man. That's one gym I want to check out too.
Yeah.
Yes, I think that's a very, very good fight. And I just wanted to mention that Kobia Brady, the fight was considered a no contest this past weekend. However, they'll be fighting for that WBC silver again in a rematch, hopefully in January. So hopefully we can find out and get Kobia as world champion in January, and then we can see what's going to be cracking for him, because I brought up some big names for Kobia to handle. So we gotta see how it works out. Yeah, he needs that green.
That green scrap.
And what about Chop Corley? I mean, he did a great job beating up on his opponent at his age of 47. It's just amazing how the shape he's in. But to call out Jaleel, what the hell is going on there?
No,
he's calling it veteran versus student.
I don't know, Chop.
I think they should let it happen. I think they should let it happen. Yeah, he gonna realize, he gonna learn and remember them type of young bloods and the power they bring, you know. Fresh out the damn ring, fresh out the crib, they know how to like really rip.
That's gonna be a painful torch passing right there.
He thinks he can do it, so they should let him do it.
No, Chop.
Okay, so they've actually WBC has enacted the rematch for Kobia Breedy and Segway for February 22nd.
February 22nd.
Yes, so thanks DC for that information. So we can look forward to seeing him again in February 22nd. He's got to snatch that belt. He got to get this title. You know, in this last fight, Kobia cut his opponent Segway. So hopefully he's healed up by the time February rolls around, so that this fight can take place. But we're definitely rooting for him, and definitely we can't wait to see Jaleel in the ring again. That body work that he threw out there was so punishing. Oh my God. I mean, dude was hurt and he tried to recover. He tried to get back up, but then he had to get right back down on that knee. That body punch was so vicious.
Man, he looked like he got shot. He was on the ground just man.
And we do have an exclusive interview with Jaleel after his second win in his hometown of DC. You can check that out on our Facebook Live and our Instagram page. And we do need you guys, especially to make sure that you sign up for our YouTube channel, for our IG, Facebook, Twitter, and don't forget TikTok, baby. It's all kinds of things going over there, like shoe cam action from fights this weekend, or Emilio with his ring girls. I don't know what they have me up there doing. I mean, I have to check it out and see. So shout out to Louis for keeping that TikTok page crunk. Yeah. Let's go ahead and see if we got any more comments up here from people on Facebook. Let's see. When they're rating it, then we can go up.
Any more Canelo plant predictions out there?
Oh, some people are right. Okay, we got John. Oh, John, what's up? He says, shout out to Sakura A of Boxing Playhouse. And then we got Mario who says, I feel most of these ladies do not hesitate to step up to big fights compared to the men. They aren't afraid to learn and lose their own. Absolutely. I mean, everybody needs to understand they ain't no damn Floyd. They are not Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather did an excellent job and won his 50-0 fights. Yes, this is true, but you ain't him. So, I mean, if you got to you don't want to take an O, but if you got to take an O, but you learn a lot more and you're ready to face your next opponent in a much more prepared way, then it is what it is. Like, let's stop holding on to these O's. But Mariotti did make a great point. The women do be ready to go. They're always in shape, like Amelia was saying. And then on top of it, they step up to the plate most times and they take fights. They take risks. They fly out of the country. Most of their fights are out of the country. I mean, you can't ask any more from these women boxers than what they're giving to us right now.
They all stepping out of the country. Black Rose, Alycia Baumgardner, and
Baumgardner,
and Taz.
Taz, she's there out in Colombia now. All right, so it is ladies' nights, guys. So we gotta have the ladies. We gotta keep bringing it back to the forefront. Jason says my pound for pound is Jose Rodriguez and Jesus Escalera. All right. We're gonna have to put them in the ring together next. They're gonna be our next matchup. How about that, Jason? And then John says, shout out to Emilio Santana at Boxing Playhouse. All right. And you know what? Thanks, John. But you are the only one. I don't see any more hashtag BPH right now. So somebody is messing up. You guys want your comments read. You're supposed to be putting hashtag BPH at the end of your comment. And I haven't been seeing that lately. So you guys are letting me down. Do you really want to let me down? Tell them what happens when I'm let down.
Girl, put that fist on you.
Yeah, Sherman Henson been teaching me some different moves. Remember, he was trying to drive you guys. He was trying to drive in DC, but he was also trying to show me a move, you know, for when you want to do a quick left uppercut / hook. You know, it's like an in-between punch. And he says you come over like this, you know, whether you actually land it or not, to the chin, you just come over like that. It distracts the guy, and then you quickly come back with this and hit him. So I'm up there practicing on Emilio, like I'm like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm practicing these moves, so you don't want to disappoint me. I'm gonna need some pound for pound, okay? Hashtag pounds for BPH. Yes, some pound for pound hashtags for BPH. All right, let's make sure DC is, yep. DC has said his comments, so we thank him so much for his participation over on YouTube, by the way. So make sure you guys subscribe to his YouTube channel. I don't know why y'all don't want to support us over on YouTube and all this action over here on Facebook. Come on, let's make it happen. I need all of y'all on all 5 of our platforms. I'm greedy like that. All right, so we're going to go ahead and end the show for the night, guys. Thank you so much for all your support. Seriously. We appreciate every last one of you. And we just want to make sure that you watch Alycia Baumgardner on November 13th on DAZN. She'll be fighting Terri Harper, the current World Unified Champion at lightweight, baby. So if Alycia wins, she's going to be a Unified Champ right away. WBC and an IBO title. So good luck to her. Good luck to Taz this weekend in Colombia. She'll be defending her title. And then, of course, we have Black Rose, KO Kaylee, Michaela Mayers, all fighting in November. Females rocking this month. And, you know, make sure you catch the Canelo versus Plant fight this week so we can see which one of you guys is right and which one of these women is right. Till next time, we'll see you soon. And it's called Boxing PlayHouse, baby.